Okay, so if you're going to use Pixton, you need to click this link. And then you need to join this class so you can sign in with Google. When you do that, it's just important that you make sure you choose your school email account, like the G apps with Google. And then depending on if you've used this before, it should link your past avatar, but it might not, and it might force you to make one again. So you can click Make My Avatar. I'm just going to pause and kind of click through some options. Don't spend a ton of time doing this, but obviously you can if you want. Okay, so once you kind of click through, I made an imaginary new character, a classmate. Oh, wouldn't that be crazy? You can see in the class photo. Then you can go into make a comic. So you're just going to click there and you can just put, I think it would help us out if you put your name for the title. And then again, you can use this hashtag sign, which is a literal hashtag, and you can put in different indicators, see if any of the free ones come up. I'm not sure. Obviously, if it has a little lock sign, it's probably something you need to pay for, and that's not anything that you need to do. So just find something else that works. Maybe instead of finding a pre-populated background set, I can just find something that will work for me. Oh, Bridge to Parabithia. Remember that book? Okay, let's just click fantasy instead. Let's see. Okay, and we're back. COVID perk. Teachers get things for free. Okay, so now I've unlocked some features for us. So now if you go up here and type in like hashtag computer, come on, hero, you get superhero, supervillain, superhero, teachers, teacher hero. Maybe I'm your teacher hero for unlocking these contents for you. Maybe you want a castle. There we go. And now you're like, oh yeah, let me start my story in this faraway castle. There you go. Got it for you. Oh, look at that. So again, you can, if you want to use more the same slide for more than one frame, you could just duplicate that panel. Maybe your first frame, you just want to have a title. So over here on the upper right, you can click words and just say, in a kingdom, wow, in a kingdom far, far away, blah, 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 write your 2 sentences, hit OK. There you go. So words or a caption are just like narration. So you can kind of set the scene for us if you wish. And then let's see, if you wanted to add characters, you can click here. Again, you're in the teacher. Oh my gosh, yes. I want this in my story. Yes, I'm so happy that came up under hero teachers. Yes. But maybe I want to change the outfit. You can change the age. You can't really see because the webcam, let me turn it off for a second. Let's see, there's a cat. Oh my gosh. So you can click on the characters to add words, like a speech bubble. Remember, they should say 2 sentences. That way you can develop the character and story and show all the elements that you need to from the hero's journey. Okay, and that will put a little speech bubble in. I can hit this back arrow. That will take me back. I can click on characters and I could add a secondary character. So again, maybe I need a hero. I just want to come up here and type in hero. Oops, click too fast. Hero. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I've got it to work, and again, I can pick a secondary character and put them into my story. Oh my gosh, how fabulous is that outfit? Into my story you go. So as that character loads, again, you can see you can change their outfit, you can edit them, you can still play around with coloring features if you want to change the hair color, eye color, skin color, etc., hairstyles, all of that jazz. You can click the little back arrow and again edit the character again. Maybe you want them more sci-fi. You want them to have a mask. Maybe you want a cyborg instead. Definitely. And again, you can just click on the character. Oh, stay here. Click back. There we go. And I could add words to this character. I could add a caption. Caption sentence 1. Caption sentence 2. Kind of again, just give a little narration if I wanted to, and that could be my 2 sentences. Down under the picture, you can change if it's daytime, nighttime, dusky. Again, you can play around with those settings as well. And you could also play up here in the upper right, faces. I can change the facial expressions. Like maybe they're given this weird little face. Again, you can search for other expressions. You can change actions. You can click here on the hand if you want to put something in your hand, because doesn't a cyborg need a cup of coffee in the morning? I know I do. Oh, okay. The lightning bolt. Oh yeah, like explosion happening. Yeah. Oh, I put it in the cat's hand. I didn't even realize what character I was working on there. And again, the other hand. Yeah, why not? Paintbrush. Or is that just going to change? Nope, yep, secondary hand. Got it there. Isn't that awesome? I can find a pose. I could use some of these. I could change this. Definitely pointing to your face with 2 fingers, with 2 objects in your hand, because that's normal. And you can click all around and change various elements in the picture to your liking. And again, if I needed to keep most of the elements, I might just want to duplicate this panel, and then I could just slightly modify it. See how it copies? Like maybe I want like all the characters, I basically want them the same. I could then just put them in an art room if all of a sudden I change, no, I need them in the office now. I could add a blank panel and start again from there. Okay, so once you get your 6 frames in, you can click done, or you can save if you're coming back to it another day. And then what you can do to get it on Google Classroom is just make sure your name is here, hit share. You should be able to review your panel, make sure that you have your at least 2 sentences per bubble, 2 bubbles per frame. You can do more than 6 frames, you might need to. I could hit download, and then you can pick how it lays out. Maybe I'll just do, classic, I don't know, maybe just 4, 2 by 2 by 2. It's going to save into your downloads folder, and that will either appear, if you just let it kind of hang out at the bottom of your computer, most computers will do that. Then what you can do is come back to Google Classroom. This is in Student View. We'll open up this assignment. You're going to have to scroll to the bottom and actually hit View Assignment, and then click here, Add or Create Your Work. You're going to need to attach a file. And if it's still hanging out down here in this like white bar, you can just click and drag it. If you're not sure where it went, or you don't have this white bar down below, you could add more files or just add a file and then look where you saved it. Most of the time it's going to go into your downloads. Whoops, I didn't mean to click and drag there. Again, if it's not down there, you can just select files from your device and then click downloads, and it should just be the one at the top. Again, what you saved it as. And then you can hit upload. See that it goes through. Make sure that it loads over here. It might take a second. Hit turn in. Hit turn in. There it is. You could always double check by clicking on it, and it should open up and be there. Again, I only made 4 panels. That's why mine is 4. You need to make 6. Something goes wrong, unsubmit it, unsubmit it. You can always delete this one or add a secondary one. Make sure you email Mrs. Yannette and I if you have any issues, but do make sure that you are attaching your file, that you're downloading it and attaching it to your Google Classroom page. Okay? Bye.